So he did that. We did not have to take 3 months. 1 month in, we triple the members' size.
At this point, many might ask themselves, but if I say no to all the other things, how am I going to get traction? What's your experience with that?
Yeah, that is mindset you need to change. Okay, now I'm gonna put on my tough love coach hat. Let me give an example. So I have years back when there was a church in US, and they tried to grow their members numbers in the church. You know, they got 5 years, they still couldn't grow. They only have, I think, 300 members or so. My own pastor said, can you help my friends in other state? I said, sure. So I talked to that pastor. That pastor told me, it's a typical, like, okay, we are a church for everybody, for all people. Everybody come as it go. This apply to all business, right? We are a business. We want to get all the people, everybody, right? So the first thing I look at his situation, I say, look, listen, you are actually in a very close in the military base. Why not in the next 3 months, you create your message and sermons and all the campaign, just focus on military men. And pastor's reaction exactly just what you said moments ago, but I will miss out all other people's. And I said, well, with all respect, pastor, but so far you haven't grown much yet. So I think it's no harm to try. So he did that. We did not have to take 3 months. 1 month in, we triple the members' size. Because when you have a focused message, then in that case, the flyers go out to those military homes. Guess who is coming? The wife got the flyers. The wife is dragging the husband go to the church and said, that message is for you. When the wife's coming, the whole family is coming. When the whole family coming, the neighbors coming. So they sit there, although the message is for the military man, but you will automatically attract the satellite audience. But your message cannot be watered down, diluted. Because you know that science project that if you put the paper and then or the mirror and a paper underneath, and then to really focus on the sunlight, how it comes, then when you focus in the right point, then you will see the fire on the paper, right? Your marketing and business focus should be that. You don't have to do that, only focus on one audience forever, but you do need to say, okay, for XYZ amount of time, I need to only focus on one. And after that, it will automatically expand it. Or you can say, after we have one profit center established, then let's now focus on the next one. If you always try to just try to catch all, your message hit nobody. Especially now, the people's attention only worse than goldfish, right? 3 to 5 seconds. When they come to your website, we call it dummy test, 3-second dummy test. If 3 seconds, they did not know who you are, what you do, who you serve, they're out. So that's why the Power One framework is so powerful. And I hopefully encourage you that today that you will focus that one audience and serve them really well.
I love the metaphor of the fire coming out from the paper. That's exactly what, please, everybody listen to this and really do it and try to make it very clear in a 3 seconds on your website and in your pitch. Try to really not dilute the message and make it really, really clear. This is so important. We have clients go through our accelerator, and in 90 days, we do exactly this process. And they hate their sprint coach at the beginning, but when they then do it and they have one entry point, one product, one upsell, one price, one channel for 90 days, at the end, they say, oh my God, my life is so much better. And my clients are so much happier because now I can improve it every day.
You want to make your sales more repeatable and reliable? Do you want to have less volatility and more growth in your revenue per month? At Strategy Sprints, we do only one thing: strategy in sprints. Strategy means having more revenue through a better offer. In sprints means having more energy in your team every week. Check out if your ROI is as high as it is for most service-based and online businesses and startups we work with, which is over 100%. You can see it in just 15 minutes by going to strategysprints.com/sales and completing our online exercise to know what your ROI would be with our accelerator program. We are ready to sprint. Are you?
What are the 2 books that inspire you most professionally?
Well, this is a very tough question because I read so many books through the years. I think since we're in this topic, I know a lot of people in this time that you want to know how to have a more like a personal branding building. I'm gonna mention my dear friend and I use my mentor, Chris Ducker. He has a book called Rise of the Entrepreneur. I hope I did not say his book name wrong. So that is a very great book for anybody want to bring, build a personal branding based business. And I would say the other one, maybe the most recent one, I'm actually also is an advisor for Mike McCullough for his Fix the Nest. He has a new book called Fix the Nest. Basically, business have 4 different stages, right? So sales, order, and then scale and legacy. So it's very important for you as a CEO know which stage you are in, so you know what to fix the next. So check out that book as well.
Beautiful. And what are 2 personally inspiring books?
Personal inspiring. Well, I'm a personal faith, so Bible is a must. And I don't read I read as a lively every day for full of advice for business and personal life. And the other personal one, well, again, there's so many, so difficult. I really I don't read much about the non-business book. I think recently because the Black Lives Matter, and I really want to get myself educated. So the one of the book is I think called the Warmth of Other Sun, something like that. I really get myself to understand about the whole history, about the Black people, what they really encountered, and the historical timeline. So I encourage you maybe also can check it out.
What's the best way people can get in touch with you and be in your orbit?
I'm pretty much in all the social media platform. The name is all same, Kelly Baader. If you want to go to access that free, the master class, I mean, basically the onstage speaking at Chris Ducker's event, you can go to kellybaader.com/learn. And so you can get access for that presentation.
kellybaader.com/learn.
Yeah.
Who should I invite next on the strategy show and why?
I mean, I so many people. There are so many great leaders out there. Really, this is very difficult to answer because really, I don't know what, Simon, your plan for your podcast. What kind of topic you're looking for, and really, I would encourage you. Maybe you look at the topic, and then.
But if you can pick one without knowing that, who would you pick?
Without knowing that. I don't know. I love so many of them. Simon Sinek, John Maxwell. I'm his leadership coach. I really love him, but he's very difficult to get.
And why should I invite?
I think everything rise and falls on leadership. everything rise and falls on leadership. When this COVID thing happened, you pretty much see the leadership level in the government, right? In the all different governments, between the government and interaction with the people. And then we now see very different results of the COVID recovery situation. So really everything falls and rises in leadership. So that's why, anytime I can get my John Papa, I'm happy, but it's difficult to get him, I know. Or Mike Kim, one of my dear friend, Mike Kim, he is a branding expert. He's very good as well. So that's another person I can think of right now.
Beautiful. One thing that COVID taught you recently?
Well, what COVID taught me is really discipline. I originally from Taiwan, and Taiwan is one of the fewest cases in the whole COVID situation. I think it's less than 500 only, the whole thing. And they even they wear masks, they open. And because they learn from this, I think this applies to all the entrepreneurs, CEOs. They learned the hard lesson 17 years ago from SARS. After that, they took inventory of their medical system, make sure they are very clear between the government and private sector. They know exactly how many protection gear they have, and they right away took the action to shut down the export. They say now we have to provide enough produce or import first, not import, for our own people first. And from there, they utilize the technology, the app, to track the people, to get if the people got diagnosed and stuff like that. They, from the government, we talk about, earlier ago, we say authentic. We talking about from president to her cabinet, every single key officers, they go on social media 30 days straight, every day, teach people how to wear masks, how to wash hands, talk about really show up. And because of that, and the people's collaboration, that's why they can have so low cases. And business did not get impacted because they did not have to shut down. So I think this is about discipline. Whatever you have a error, mistake that we all do, but what do you do after that and create a new habits of a new level of discipline so you can strive better when the next challenge hit.
Thank you so much for being on the show and sharing your journey, your knowledge, your generosity with everybody.
You are so welcome. So glad to be here.
Thank you.
We all know that working in sprints is better, but how do we know what we should work on? You're in luck because we have a 15-minute exercise that will give you complete clarity on where to take your project next. Go to strategysprints.com/sales to complete our short exercise and meet one-on-one with an expert sprint coach to identify your #1 bottleneck. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that episode of The Strategy Show. Make sure to like this video below and subscribe so that you can stay up to date with every episode of The Strategy Show. Get daily CEO tips from CEOs for CEOs.